everybody, I'm Lori, and if you're new to my channel, this is Lori Book Trials, and welcome! Hey everybody, if you guys saw the title, you'll know that this is my most disappointing, and the books I couldn't stand, some of them, of 2019. I only have 8. I can't lift it all up because I'll drop it. But there's 8 of them. I'm going to put them in piles because otherwise they're going to fall because that one's heavy. So, let me put these here the way I want them. Hold on 1 second and we'll get started. I'm going to put the 5 that were just, didn't live up to my expectations, and then the 3 that I couldn't stand. Because there's only 8, because I had a real good, almost everything I read last year, I was either 4s or 5s or even favorites of the year. So I didn't have a lot that disappointed me or a lot that made me so mad and stuff like that. So, yeah. So don't get mad at me if some of your favorites are on here, because I'm not telling you that you're wrong, believe me. Everybody has their own reading, things. There's people that put some of my favorite books on their most disappointed or books I couldn't stand list. So everybody has a right to their opinion, so please don't attack me for mine. I'm drinking some tea. I know the first couple will probably be, 2 of them will be something that I know people really liked, and 1 will be surprising just because of the author. But other than that, everything else, I don't know what you guys are going to think about. But the first one was, I know, on a lot of people's favorites, or maybe their main favorite, or at least in their top favorites, but sorry, you guys. And that's Priority of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shanning. I gave this 3.5 stars, so that ain't bad. 3.5 stars are not bad. It's just that everybody was loving this book, and I was like, oh yay, I'm going to love it too, like everybody else. It's going to live up to the hype. It didn't live up to the hype for me. And a lot of it has to do with how long it was. It just felt too long for me, you guys. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, is this book ever gonna end? And then there was parts that I really was like, yay, I'm starting to really start liking this. And then those parts went away. And I was like, oh no, I'm not liking it again. But my biggest gripe, like I said, is I think if this is 800 pages, I think she should have made a duology and do half and then, do the next half another time, because, or edit it down a little bit more. I don't know, but it was just so too long for me. And a lot of people said that they liked it with the audio, so maybe that's where I went wrong. So I'm not going to get rid of this one. This one is not going bye-bye by any means. 2 of them are not going bye-bye for any means, but the rest are definitely going to are going to go bye-bye. So, yeah. But this one and the next one I'm going to talk about are not going to go bye-bye. They're going to stay. Because I will try one more time with the audio and follow along. I really like the main guy, the one guy character, but I can't think of his name. But I really liked him. And the other ones weren't bad. I didn't hate anybody. I just thought they were just mediocre, I guess. Or just, besides Ed or Ede or however you say her name. I liked her. She's probably my second favorite character. No, probably the Dragon Rider was probably my favorite second character. But she wasn't in it as much as I would have liked. But, yeah. And then Ede, or however you say her name is, I didn't really care for her love interest. I think I needed more of the love interest. To me, the love interest wasn't in here long enough for me to, or not given enough, I don't know what that is, growth or whatever you want to say. I don't know. She just needed more, like, things going on around her that made her interesting. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, build her up a little bit more with her character. Just, you know, I don't know. And I didn't like the way it ended. And it was kind of slow in parts. But I didn't hate it. Like I said, I love the world. Like what she was going for in here and stuff like that. I love dragon riders. A lot of this, the plot and everything was really nice. I just, like I said, most of mine was just, you know, like length gripes. And just a little bit more character growth. And I think I would have liked it a lot more. And it probably would have been a 4.5 stars, maybe even a 5. But yeah, it just needed a few things and it would have been a lot better than what it was. But I still am going to keep it, and I still, I forget what her other series is. If it tells you in here. You guys know what I'm talking about probably if you read her books. I can't remember the name of it. But I have the first one in her one series, but I can't think of what it's called. But you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But I do have the first one. I do want to read it and see if I like it. Because it could have been just this one. But yeah. Still, I can understand why other people would like it. But it just was not for me. The next one was the one that surprised me. That's why it disappointed me so bad. Because I thought I was going to love this book. Like, I thought, ooh, it's going to be a 5, maybe even a 6. Which, as you guys know, is I got from Beautiful Bookish Bethany. Where she, like, her favorite books are, like, 6 stars. And yeah, I thought for sure this was going to be a 6 star. Or at least a 5 star. Because I love so much of these guys. I mean, I love Illuminae by them. So that's a spoiler. But that's Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I gave this just like Priority of Orange Tree, 3.5 stars. Oh my gosh, you guys, I loved the characters, don't get me wrong, but it was so boring at the beginning. So boring. And it did not get me like Illuminae does. You know, like Illuminae, oh man, that plot and that world and the characters, like everything in Illuminae Files freaking worked for me. This did not. It just was not, it didn't feel like it was fleshed out enough. I mean, we got a little bit of like how we do with Illuminae Files, like little things like this. But it just like, Illuminae File was just like something I didn't think I would like. And oh my gosh, it was like the world to me. Oh my god, one of my favorite books probably I've ever read. And this one just was not that. I'm hoping the next one is. I'm not giving up on this series. I'm not getting rid of this book. But I just wanted more. It didn't give me what I needed. I'm not going to tell you what these are about because we'll be here all day. But I'm just telling you what I felt. And some of these I don't even remember why I didn't like. So, yeah. But this one just made me sad because I just had such thing, like I said. Like, I thought it was going to be a 5 or maybe even a favorite of the year. And it was a disappointment. Oh, I hate putting it on this list. Because I liked the characters. I liked the ending in a way. I just wish it wouldn't have ended the way it did. But I kind of understand why, you know. But it did leave where, the ending did leave me where I want to continue on. So I guess that's what's good about it. But I just wish it would have ended just a little bit differently. And that I liked the character. Like, I didn't hate the characters, don't get me wrong. But I wasn't feeling them like I was for Ezra and Katie and all of them in the Illuminae and Gemini and all that files. But this one, yeah. And maybe it's just, maybe in the next book it will work. I did like Aurora, and I did like, what was his name? Ty. And I liked the other ones okay, but these, Ty, Aurora, and I think it was Ty's sister, but I can't remember her name, were my favorites. Everybody else I just wish were more fleshed out. There was another guy that I kind of liked too. but I didn't like they didn't grab me. You know what I mean? Like Ezra and Katie and all them did. Katie, however you say her name, and all them did. So that's why this one just was so disappointing, because I thought, oh my God, I'm going to fall in love with the characters, every single one of them. If something happens to one of the characters, I'm going to be very sad, you know, stuff like that. But this one, it's like, okay, whatever, you know, which made me sad. The next one is another one that a lot of people seem to like, and on people's, like, favorite books of the year and stuff. But I was lost, you guys. I still gave it 3.5 stars, I think I gave this 3.5 stars. Let me make sure. Because this one was more of a confusion thing. I didn't understand a lot of it. And that is Recursion by Blake Crouch. I just did not understand half of what was going on in here. I liked what they were trying to do and everything. I'm trying to remember exactly. Yes, it was false memory syndrome. She made like this chair or something, and it's supposed to help like with Alzheimer's and things like that, and something happens to it and all this crazy, you know. Yeah. I was just confused. I was like, what? A lot in this book. Like, I loved what the author Blake was trying to do. Don't get me wrong. I loved what he was trying to do. And there was parts that I really loved, and there was other parts was like, what the hell just happened in this book? And it confused me, like, yeah. And the next one is another one that really confused me. But this one, I really liked what the author was doing. I liked the characters well enough. I just was confused a lot, and I think if I wasn't so confused, I probably would have gave this like a 4, and it wouldn't be on my disappointing list. But it just wasn't there for me. Okay. The next one is When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry. This one I was really loving until the ending. And I was really enjoying the characters. I can't remember, like, I think, like, there was an explosion or something, and they went to investigate, and they got powers or something, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I was confused. But I know, like, I think the girl's brother was killed or something. I don't know. And I don't know I don't understand, like, the ending. I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't tell you why I didn't understand the ending, but the ending confused me. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like, okay, so what happened? Why did they get these powers? I don't understand what's going on. That's what a lot of these are. For these books that were just disappointments, but I didn't hate. This one I think got a 3-star. I'll tell you what I put down. I put down, yeah, it was 3 stars. I put down that Remy was my favorite character. I don't even remember who Remy is now. I really loved the character and the plot, but I was really confused on what exactly was causing each character to be able to do what they were able to do. I don't want to tell anybody of this other stuff. This will spoil things right here, but then after the part that would be spoiler, I put down, if I wasn't so confused on certain things, it would have been a 5-star read, but instead it either is a 3.5. Well, at the time, it was like I was either going to give it a 3.5 or a 4-star. But then the more I thought about it, the more confused I was, and that's why it went down into a 3. So, yeah. But if I wasn't so confused about certain things, this would have been another one that would have been, like I said in the thing right there, the notes. And then we got the Haw. Let me get this thing that fell, sorry. We have the Haw with the Knife, a clue mystery. This was disappointing because I really thought it was going to be more cluey. There was a little bit that reminded me of Clue, but it wasn't Clue. And nothing really was going on. It was boring. There's a couple of things I liked and everything else I didn't like. What did I give this? I gave this 3 stars. Yeah. It was just not what I was expecting. So I think it was more my fault than the book, but it was still so boring, you guys. Like, so boring. Boring. And some of the characters I liked. Oh, and another thing, I hated the ending. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling. But hated the ending. This one, I gave 3. It would have been a 3.5 stars if I didn't hate the ending so much. The ending just felt like awful. I did not like it. Okay, now we're to the 3 that... Yes, now we're to the final 3. The 3 that I really couldn't stand. Okay. And the 2 that are on the bottom are the ones really are tied for how much I didn't like it. The next one was What We Buried by Kate A. Borman. Look at this, how creepy it is, you guys. And look at the back, how creepy it is. This is about this girl that was getting emancipated, or how we say that word, from her parents. And she's supposed to go to court, and when she got there, her parents were going to court for the trial, for that, or whatever you want to call it, and they disappeared, the parents. And then her and her brother went on a road trip to try to find the parents. And another one where the ending confused me. Oh gosh, you guys, like, this just sounded like it was going to be the best, like, such a good book. And it sounded like it was going to be creepy. It wasn't super creepy. Like, this cover makes it look creepy, you guys. No. Not to me at all. You guys know I'm a chicken shit. I don't like scary books. And I thought I was like, okay, maybe I will try and see. Maybe I'll like this, even though it looks like it's going to be creepy. But nope, not creepy at all. The ending was confusing. Didn't like the characters. Yeah, did not work for me. This one I'm really sad about, because this one I got to read for a book or what do they call it? What do they call that thing? Like, where you get on an ARC team, like, you know what I mean? Like, where you can read it, like a tour, like a book tour, like an art tour, whatever you want to call it. So I got it like a couple of days before it came out. And that was The Girl Behind the Red Rope by Ted Dicker and Rochelle Dicker. I think they're father and daughter. This one, I don't even know what to tell you about this one. I can say that it's like a cult type of book. And all this crazy stuff happens in this book. But it didn't make any sense to me. I don't know, maybe I'm not meant to read, like, Christian books and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I go to church and everything. But this one, like, okay. But it's not just the church thing. It's like there was, like, the devil and all this other stuff. Like, I don't know. Oh, God, this just did not work for me. Like, I wanted to love it so much because it sounds so good, and I like cult books, and this was definitely a cult book, you guys. Like, definitely. It was just so weird, too weird for me, and it was just not working. This one was a 1.5 star, in case you guys were wondering. Yes, 1.5 star. I mean, oh my gosh, I was so freaking sad that this didn't work out for me because it just sounded so good. Listen to this. 10 years ago, Grace saw something that would forever change the course of history. That sounds like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my gosh, I want to read to continue on. I want to see what happened. What did she see all those years ago? You know? Let me down. Bummer, bummer, bummer. The last one, I couldn't stand. I didn't understand this book at all. I mean, why this lady was forgiven after all the crap she does in this book. I'm sorry if it's a spoiler, if you ever plan on reading it, but what this lady does in this book, I just want to throw it across the floor whenever I think about it. The grandma in here. Oh my gosh. She just peed me off so bad. And then the boy forgives her. Okay, I can understand forgiving her, but make her like do something to show that she deserves to be forgiven. I did not feel like she did anything in here to be forgiven at all. I wanted to see it. I wanted her to be groveling and groveling and groveling for her grandson's forgiveness. That didn't happen. All of a sudden, she just changed. Like, all of a sudden. What? Come on, lady. I mean, author, give us something. You know? Like, tell us why she changed. What's going on? The ending was just as bad. What the hell with that ending, you guys? Like, if you read this, let me know what you thought about the ending, because this ending on this book, wow. Maybe I didn't like the ending on these ones, but this one took the cake. Took the cake. I mean, oh my gosh. What the hell happened at the ending of this? Why was this boy, like, living off the tree or whatever you want to say? This is what it says. Eddie knows he's not like other teenagers. He doesn't look like them. He doesn't think like them. Eddie's not even allowed to leave his bedroom except on shower day. He doesn't know why. All Eddie knows is that he's different. But with Regina Crow, Regina, that character, I don't know what he saw in her. But it says when she moves next door, everything starts to change. She's kind, funny, beautiful, and most importantly, she's Eddie's best friend. No. Some of the stuff she does in this book, no. How can you say that she's Eddie's best friend? Yeah. It says, over time, Regina introduces Eddie to the strange and wonderful world outside his bedroom. Math, jam, and love. But growing up isn't that simple for either of them, and Eddie has a secret. The garden tree that's slowly creeping in through his window is no ordinary tree. But then again, Eddie is no ordinary boy. He's special. That tree. What the hell with that tree? And why was he special to this tree? Like, come on, you guys. Really. Let me know if you read this book. If you liked it. Tell me, you guys, what you thought about it if you read it. Because, oh my gosh. The grandma did not deserve at all forgiveness. Maybe if it would have showed something, like her groveling and really, really like, yeah. I mean, she explains a little bit. Okay, you can understand in a way why she's that way. But why be that way to the boy? It isn't the boy's fault at all. It was not Eddie's fault. And to hate him and to treat him like that, give him cold showers. I'm not spoiling it because it says right here. On shower day. It doesn't say it's cold showers, but believe me, it's cold showers. Oh, and be stuck in his room. Only coming out on shower day? What? Why in the hell is she going to make that little boy stay in his room the whole time? Not have any friends, nothing. You know? Like, it just, yeah. I'm sorry if I spoiled some stuff. But, yeah, it just made me so mad. I didn't mean to spoil, but, yeah. This book just makes me want to go, there. That's what I did. I'm sorry. I shouldn't treat a book like that, but that's what it made me want to do during most of the book. But I kept reading it because, like, maybe she'll finally, change. And maybe I'll start liking her. And maybe things will start changing for Eddie. If you guys read that ending, no. No, 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 no. I know that was only 8 books and this was a long video, but I didn't mean to be so but that book, just thinking about it again, yeah. Because until I started just talking about it just now, I forgot a lot of things of what happened in that book. But picking it up and thinking about it, it made me remember why I couldn't stand it, why I hated it. Come on, author, redo the book, make the lady grovel more. Oh, the author's name is Greg Fowler. I don't think I told you. But yeah. And it's called T is for Tree, in case you guys didn't see it. But yes, oh my gosh, yeah. That author needs to redo that book. Change that ending. Or explain why it happened, what happened. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that rambling. I'm sorry, but you guys know me, how passionate I am with books. When I really hate a book, I'm passionate about it. When I really love a book, I'm passionate about it. Otherwise, yeah. But yeah, let me know some of your guys' disappointing reads or books that you couldn't really stand and why. And if you guys read any of these and if you liked them, let me know why you liked them. Maybe you guys could change my mind. I doubt it, especially if you like T is for Tree. I don't think you could ever change my mind on that one. Sorry. But yes, tomorrow you guys will be getting my favorite books of the year. I might have to do that in 2 parts because look at this one. It's only almost 26 minutes. It'll be over 26 minutes and it was only $8. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12 books to talk about in favorite. So it's going to probably be at least 40 minutes. So who knows? So I might do it all in once or I might break it down. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to quit rambling and yeah. Before I start talking more about that book. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a great Friday. A great start of the weekend. And I hope you guys are loving whatever book you guys are reading. And I will talk to you guys all later. If you guys like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Remember to hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video of mine up is like this is up for your enjoyment, pleasure, reading pleasure. And please be nice in the comments. I love you guys all. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.